This is the moment. I'm so excited to get to share with you what we have been building at IONET. We think the world needs to hear this. We've been working on this for a while now. We've gathered the world's best engineers, pushing boundaries of what's possible and going to where no one has gone before. My name is Ahmed. I'm the founder and CEO of IONET. My team and I are here to disrupt the AI compute industry. We're here to announce 3 incredible breakthroughs that will change the way you think about AI, compute, and crypto altogether. In today's digital world, computing power is the life force driving our technology forward. It fuels AI that has changed our lives forever, reshaping industries and empowering innovators to create world we have yet to see. Imagine if every single processing chip in the world united in one compute network, working to solve humanity's most challenging problem. Well, no need to imagine. That's the Internet of GPUs. In short, we call it the IOG. And it's why we're here today. IOG is born from a simple yet profound question. What if accessing GPU compute power was as easy and seamless as accessing the Internet? We all agree that the world needs fair, democratized, and permissionless access to AI compute power, especially because IOG is now the world's largest AI compute network ever. And it's our job to grow and defend it all together. In today's digital era, computing power is not only an asset or commodity, it's equal to digital oil. In fact, China's spending on semiconductors now surpasses spending on crude oil, signaling a shift toward digital infrastructure. This invaluable resource currently consumes a staggering 70% of a startup's funding. We're establishing an ecosystem where compute acts as the central currency. This ecosystem provides a suite of tools and services for building, training, and deploying machine learning models end-to-end on-chain at massive scale, all facilitated through the power of Aptos and Solana behind the scenes. This enables users to deploy their models for real-time inference or efficiently train and fine-tune them. To put it simply, IO represents the currency of computing power. Just as the US dollar is the standard for all transactions, IO coin unlocks computing resources on a global scale. IO seeks to become a universal compute exchange medium for large-scale AI startups and enterprises worldwide. Did you actually know an estimated 90% of the world's computing resources lies dormant and fragmented across consumer devices, data centers, and crypto mining farms? This massive reserve is underutilized, preventing us from unlocking huge economic potential. IO is here to harness this idle capacity. To further expand on our vision, I'm joined by Avery, the co-founder and CTO of Aptos Labs.
Good to see you, Ahmed.
Likewise.
IONET's vision of building the currency of compute has the potential to create a new way of interacting with AI products and services.
That vision for the next generation of AI will need a next generation blockchain partner.
Absolutely, Ahmed. Aptos Network is that partner. And I must say, it's inspiring to see how IONET compute as a currency vision aligns perfectly with Aptos' technical capabilities. Built on Move, Aptos introduces a safer, faster, and more performant way for builders like IONET to spend more time innovating and less time trying to sort through blockchain infrastructure.
It's fascinating, isn't it? When you think about this, the fusion of IONET's computing resources with Aptos' blockchain infrastructure fits perfectly in the intersection of crypto and AI. And that's exactly the reason why we chose to deploy our AI models and inferences products on Aptos. Simply put it, Aptos has already demonstrated the ability to sustain more than 25,000 transactions per second and has processed a record of 2 billion transactions in a single day.
That's actually 13 times more than VisaNet can support.
Oh.
With high transaction throughput and the lowest fees in the industry, Aptos also has plans to scale to over 1 million transactions per second with this parallel architecture. Aptos is a partner that IONET can trust to scale its AI products well into the future.
Looking beyond scalability and speed, Aptos and IONET both recognize the future of AI will undoubtedly collide with Web3 and decentralization.
The preservation of open access and decentralized ownership of the content produced is a critical piece of the future of AI that is just now taking center stage. Decentralized physical infrastructure networks, like IONET, are building the foundation we need to ensure that AI products and services are accessible to everyone around the world. At the same time, we both are committed to setting the new standard in responsible AI.
Both Aptos and IONET are collaborating on building data lineage use cases, such as the proof of compute, which we will mention later, and exploring how blockchain can provide a transparent and immutable record for assets and works developed by AI.
Together, this collaboration provides opportunities for developers to accelerate innovation at the intersection of AI and Web3, and we are excited to build the future with IONET.
Thank you, Avery and everyone. Tori has something powerful to share with you next.
The demand for compute is currently 2.5 times greater than the supply. And given that compute requirements for AI are doubling every 3.4 months, this gap is only growing. It's clear the industry's approach to cloud computing is simply unable to keep up. But this actually represents a major opportunity. To understand why, let's look at the market. The top 3 centralized cloud providers, Amazon, Google, and Microsoft, represent a combined market cap of over $7 trillion. Much of this value has been driven by the recent rise of AI. In fact, the demand for compute is so extreme that last year, China literally imported more chips than oil, confirming what the CEO of Intel has already stated: compute is the new oil. And digital oil isn't cheap. ChatGPT alone costs over $700,000 per day to operate. With the release of Sora, OpenAI's text-to-video generative AI platform, these costs will only continue to rise. And OpenAI is no longer the only game in town. Applications like Midjourney, Bard, and GitHub Copilot are quickly capturing market share, along with thousands of AI startups. While there's no shortage of AI innovation, there is a shortage of AI compute. Fortunately, IONET is here to fill that gap. And we're doing this with a novel solution called decentralized cloud computing. Today, our infrastructure is valued at more than $3.5 billion. With more available enterprise-grade GPUs to cluster than Amazon AWS, Google Cloud, and Microsoft Azure combined, IONET provides open access to compute on demand at a fraction of the cost of traditional cloud providers. In short, IONET is bringing AI to the world in a way that's better, faster, and cheaper than anything else on the market. This is already live, and let's see how the industry and community are responding.
The truth? Our success would have not been possible without the support of some of the titans within the tech and Web3 industry. We've been joined by the incredible teams at Hack VC, Multicoin Capital, Sixth Man Ventures, OKX Ventures, Aptos Labs, Solana Ventures, M13, and many others, as well as prominent leaders, to name a few: Solana founder Anatoly, Aptos founders Mo and Avery, Yatov and Imoca Brands, Sebastian, the co-founder of The Sandbox, and not to mention several C-level leaders among the world's largest GPU makers. This long list of leading VCs and angels is only part of the supporters that have backed the IO vision, and together we've raised over $40 million in an oversubscribed Series A round, further endorsing our mission and turbocharging our execution. We crossed the unicorn mark in our first 10 months, and this is just the beginning.
Hey, I'm Anatoly, co-founder of Solana and CEO of Solana Labs. The magic here is real. It's hard to believe that the Solana ecosystem first met IO only a year ago, fresh off their win at the Solana Grizzly Hackathon. And only a few months ago, I watched them present live and launch their MVP at the Solana Breakpoint conference. When asked why IO chose Solana, I heard the team say Solana is fast, cheap, and just works at scale. I couldn't have said it better. Solana's mainnet handles tens of millions of transactions per day with fees less than half a cent. Solana is exactly that: fast, low cost, and scalable. AI is one of the fastest growing industries today, and to support that growth, IO needs a blockchain partner and ecosystem to help them handle that scale. Solana boasts impressive scalability, handling over 30 million transactions across the network's 1.5 million active addresses daily. Over the next 24 months, AI companies worldwide will have demand for tens of millions of GPUs. IO has a massive opportunity to be a global leader for GPU workloads, and Solana has a massive opportunity to help IO succeed. Using Solana Pay, IO can seamlessly accept payments on Solana, matching users, developers, and hardware around the world at the speed of light in a fraction of a cent. Let's dive deeper into the Solana ecosystem and what it brings. Over to the Dubai studio with Lily, who will tell you more.
In the rapidly evolving world of Web3, finding a platform that not only supports growth but accelerates it is critical for pioneers like IONET. With powerhouse projects such as Orca, Jupiter, Meteora, and Backpack, Solana is not just a blockchain, it's a launchpad for cutting-edge applications in rapidly growing enterprises like IONET. These platforms offer unparalleled support for such projects, ensuring that launchers have the tools they need to succeed from day one. On Solana, liquidity flows freely, enabling projects to thrive in our vibrant and dynamic ecosystem. But it's not just about having the resources, it's about being in an environment where innovation is the currency. Through events, hackathons, and direct support, the Solana Foundation goes above and beyond, working hand in hand with teams like IONET to push the boundaries of what's possible. Indeed, IONET has already been a strong supporter of many of our initiatives, sponsoring several Solana hackathons and working closely with partners like Coliseum. Working together, Solana and IONET are building the world's largest decentralized network for AI compute, redefining the status quo and democratizing AI for all. Ahmad, I hand it over to you.
Remember, IONET is the world's largest AI compute network, and IO is compute as a currency. That's why sustainability is so important here. IO fosters a healthy ecosystem, where the IO workers who contribute their computing power are rewarded. AI developers building on the network have seamless, low-cost access to the compute power they need, while also being incentivized to work harder on building new models and leading a totally new frontier. The most inspiring part is that this network belongs to all of us. Now, what's backing this massive network is an over-clustering tech that deploys on each IO worker node. That's the IOG core tech. Amazing. Think of it like this. All the workers in the network are connected like an ant colony, coordinated and doing their work non-stop. The network at its core is accessed via the IOG framework. Here, engineers have open source compute power, which means you're literally running a Python code on your laptop that automatically runs on the internet of GPUs. It not only has the power to serve 100 million plus users at ultra-low latency, it's also able to coordinate jobs for clusters distributed across 139 countries with tens of thousands of GPUs in a single cluster, building the Cloudflare of ML model inferencing. We used Ray.io, the open source core technology, without which ChatGPT, Uber, Instacart, and many other AI-based products would never exist. And we took it to the next level, building what we think is the world's most advanced, scalable, and safe distributed computing framework.
Hi, I'm Aline, Senior VP of Engineering at IONET. Our platform already allows for the distribution of AI and Python applications on a vast GPU grid, and we are enhancing our capabilities with IOG. So we created a fork of Ray to customize both the core for better operation within the decentralized network and the application libraries for a more user-friendly experience. IOG introduced backend customizations for optimal integration with IO's unique network, including a specialized autoscaler for the IO cloud, which will be supported by graph and scheduling algorithms. We are also improving the dashboard with IO-specific operational metrics and geographical node details. For developers, IOG simplifies the distribution of AI applications through a direct interface with the IO Cloud and pre-built code templates. This makes advancing AI scaling accessible not only to staff engineers in big techs, but also to AI creators worldwide. From confidential computing and zero-knowledge jobs to AI model training and tuning, our clusters scale up to thousands of GPUs. Imagine that compute power fueling decentralized agents and enabling low-latency model inference. This is an open-source journey where global collaboration will shape the future of decentralized AI. Let's see how it works in practice. First, let's install the IOG package. Pip install IOG SDK. Then we set up the credentials for the IOG platform. IOG authenticate and input the secret token, which you can obtain via web with your IO account. Now it's time to run the code. We are going to train a computer vision classification model and tune its hyperparameters to improve accuracy. And as part of the tuning, we will run the training with 1,000 different configurations. Here we are tuning the learning rate and momentum. The model training with the data loader is implemented on this function, train PyTorch model. Our example model takes about 1 hour to train each one of the 1,000 different configurations on a single GPU. That means our tuning takes 1,000 hours or 41 days of processing time. But we can have it done by the next hour by connecting to an IOG mega cluster of 1,000 GPUs and running all trials all at once. So let's watch the code being executed. The initialization of the connection, the setup of the mesh VPN, and the allocation of GPU resource from the available cluster capacity. The trials will start soon. Let's fast forward. Here we have the best accuracy out of the 1,000 trials. That's the power of distributed computing. Why wait for 41 days if we can have it in 1 hour and for 90% cheaper? Did you like it? Our IOG SDK Python package is planned to be released for the general public next quarter. So sign up for our waitlist if you would like to be part of the beta release. Now, Maher will walk us through the I/O elements.
Hey everyone, I'm Maher. I'm the Chief Experience Officer, and it's a privilege to share with you how at IONET we're not just designing the future. We're reimagining what it means to lead the world through innovative design in Web3. In the quest to build the world's largest AI compute network, we've recognized a fundamental truth. Technology alone does not shape the future. People do. And at the heart of connecting people with technology is design. Not just any design, but design that prioritizes the user experience at every turn. Familiar platforms like AWS, Google Cloud, and Azure often presents a significant learning curve for engineers. Recognizing this challenge, we have created a user experience that is straightforward and seamless, enabling the deployment of the world's most advanced clusters with unprecedented ease. Ease does not come at the cost of availability. IO Cloud has 100 times more GPUs than major players in the crypto market. Allow me to repeat this. That is 100 times more GPUs than major players in the crypto market. That's almost as many as Google Cloud or Amazon AWS or Microsoft Azure. Now let me introduce you to IO Cloud.
Let's start with IO Cloud, where engineers can seamlessly deploy GPU clusters of any size to power their AI compute needs. IO Cloud is truly pushing the boundaries of innovation. Engineers don't have to wait 2 weeks to do KYC or 3 weeks to access their GPUs. At IO, you are 90 seconds away from deploying a 20K GPU cluster. We are here to serve your model end-to-end, from training to inference, and to provide a solution to all of your problems. Let's start with the homepage. Here, you can deploy a range of clusters in a matter of seconds. we currently have 3 powerful options: Ray, Mega Ray, and Kubernetes. And we have several more advanced setups in the pipeline, like Unreal Engine and Unity, powering the metaverse. On the right side, you can see a high-level overview of your existing clusters once they've been deployed. These cluster cards will give you a high-level overview of performance, processor type, and hours served. Now, let's start by deploying a Ray cluster. Deploying a cluster on IONET is a simple and a quick process. Once you make your feature selections, your cluster will be deployed within 90 seconds. In this example, let's deploy a Ray cluster. Select the cluster type appropriate for your model: general workloads, training, or inference. Select your level of security and compliance. Your model graphs and weights are end-to-end encrypted so that no one can access them. In addition, all of the data traffic in transit between the GPU workers is TLS encrypted. We also have SOC 2 as an option. We've been partnering with enterprise-grade data centers with SOC 2 compliance to ensure the highest level of security. Choose a location for your GPUs based on your needs. Maybe you want to bring inference closer to your users. Or, if you have low-latency ML-powered quant algorithms, you'll probably want your devices to be close to stock exchanges. We cover regions all over the world, in North America, Europe, and Asia, and we're expanding every day. Select your desired connectivity speed. This way, you only pay what you need. If you want to save on connectivity, you can simply select the lowest speed. If speed is more critical, you can select higher tiers. Select your GPU model. We cover a diverse range of cards, from high-end RTX series and all the way up to NVIDIA A100s and H100s. We're also the first cloud provider that can cluster Apple chips M1, M2, and M3. Apple chips have a powerful neural engine and high memory bandwidth that make them attractive for AI use cases. With IONET, millions of Apple device owners can contribute their compute capacity and start earning on their hardware. Select the appropriate cluster purpose with our out-of-the-box configuration that will be ready for your existing codebase with no additional setups. Since we're deploying a Ray cluster, I'll select Ray app. As you can see, we have several more integrations in our pipeline that are coming soon. Then, choose between our master configurations. All clusters come with pre-configured master node, selected from reliable, security-compliant, and community-owned data centers. Now, we just have a couple of steps left, and your cluster will be ready to deploy. Name your cluster. I'll call this Demo Test. Enter how many GPUs you want in your cluster, and select how long you want your clusters to run. You can select your duration on an hourly, daily, or weekly basis. At the bottom of the page, you can see the average price per card for the cluster meeting your specifications. Finally, click Deploy, and your cluster will be ready in just 90 seconds. And that's it. A simple and a quick process. Our system is permissionless, with no KYC and no limitation on the quantity of GPUs. You just need to make your selections, and IONET takes care of the rest. The cluster page shows all of the clusters you've deployed on our network. Click into a specific cluster for an overview of its specs, the performance of each worker device in your cluster, and the amount paid. Just like that, you have deployed a Ray cluster.
IO Cloud is up to 80% cheaper than major players in the market. We are talking about the same performance quality and reliability for a fraction of the price. Now that we've experienced cloud, Gaurav, take it away.
Thank you, Meher. My name is Gaurav, and I'm the CTO at IONET. Today is a significant moment as we introduce the groundbreaking platform that propels our mission to democratize GPU power worldwide. At IONET, we are not just imagining the future, we are creating one where earnings from AI compute market isn't limited to a select few, but becomes a universal standard. The IO Worker platform allows GPU owners to connect their GPUs to our IoG, the Internet of GPUs. And by doing so, GPUs become a valuable asset, generating a steady income stream. So whether you're a big data center, a mining farm, or just a professional miner with underutilized GPUs, you all now can become the digital oil driving the AI revolution forward. Guided by the revolutionary principles of Web3, our innovation breaks free from traditional boundaries to empower people across the globe. Similar to ants tirelessly working to support their colony, GPUs should also be utilized to their maximum potential. No matter where you are, you can join our community of workers, much like ants in a colony. Now let's have a look. Next, let's go to IO Worker, where suppliers can connect their devices, monitor them, and keep track of their accrued rewards. First, click on Connect New Device. Onboarding is a fairly intuitive process. Name your device. I'll call this Gaurav Node. Next, select your operating system. We support Mac, Linux, and Windows. Select your device type, GPU or CPU. Then run the script to download and install Docker and all of the drivers. Finally, run the Docker command and connect your device. Next, you can monitor your devices on the Devices page. Let's click on one of our test nodes, as an example called Worker Node. Here you can monitor your device's activity and keep track of your reputation score that's driven by your uptime. The Earning and Rewards page allows you to monitor and withdraw your accrued earnings. Once you set up your account, connect your Solana wallet to IO so that you can claim your rewards. You can also view all of the compute jobs your devices have and keep track of how much you have earned. Join IONET and make your GPUs count.
BC8 is the world's first fully decentralized end-to-end machine learning model, trained and inferenced on-chain using IONET's infrastructure. This cutting-edge product leverages the power of IoG, the Internet of GPUs. BC8 is a prime example of a decentralized AI, with Aptos as the underlying payment railway to pay for inference compute fees, model owners' royalty fees, and proof of compute record. Peaking at 2 million transactions on Aptos coming from 500,000 image generations a day, BC8 is an example of how on-chain proof of compute can be used to power transparent and openly verifiable inferences. BC8 also supports third-party model integrations hosted on IONET's decentralized cloud. Our journey with BC8 started with our Stable Diffusion-powered model, setting a new benchmark in text-to-image realism. Trained on a massive 10 terabytes dataset, it has already been embraced by tens of thousands of our community members, who adopted character generations by BC8 as their social media identity. Now let me take you to the next and best part of our journey as BC8 leaps into 3D. Our latest innovation breathes life into text, generating stunning 3D models for AAA game engines that can be used in Unreal Engine 5, Unity Engine, CryEngine, and even Frostbite. This opens a world of possibilities for creators. It is nothing short of a giant leap for 3D content creation. To get a better grasp on what we are building here, all you have to do is visit bc8.ai. Open an account and generate a 3D image yourself. Here is how the magic happens. Upload your image or type your prompt. Hit generate and wait a few seconds. Now you have a 3D model that is ready to be downloaded and used. If you wish to have better quality, you can click on Upscale and let BC8 take your model to the next level. In a future of the metaverse, it could be a gamer looking for a new weapon skin, or maybe a Blender designer envisioning a unique shape. BC8 will do that and beyond. What we have is a community-driven platform that levels the playing field for content creation. It is literally about shaping that digital future. And I think Avi from Aptos has more to tell you about our collaboration.
Today, IONET has already deployed their generative AI product, BC8, on Aptos. Each inference transaction is recorded on Aptos, using the blockchain to both handle seamless payments, as well as provide a proof of compute record. With close to 500,000 transactions a day, just a few short months since launch, BC8 is an example of how AI inferences, among other AI workloads, will require the speed and scale that only Aptos can offer. BC8 is just the beginning. As Basem showed in their new ML model, we'll be soon generating high-quality 3D models and AAA gaming assets, reshaping the game development industry. All of this powered in the background by Aptos Instant Proof of Compute, safely and scalably on-chain. And again, this is an example of only one use case powered by Aptos, with hundreds to come. This ecosystem we are building will provide a suite of tools and services for building, training, and deploying machine learning models on-chain, facilitated through the power of Aptos and its ability to support payments for hundreds of thousands of on-chain models. This essentially makes Aptos the backbone of the Internet of GPUs. Each of these products will be supported by their own native token on Aptos, enabling novel crypto-economic incentives and mechanisms that will help drive growth and adoption for all on-chain AI products.
Hello, I'm Hidde, and welcome to our Edge data center. We are proud to be part of the world's largest GPU DP network called IO.net. Welcome to our server room. In this room, we can host up to 6 cold IO containment units, hosting 120 racks in total. We mostly utilize Web3, and the GPU power is rented at IO.net. Our Edge data center has a 2 megawatt redundant power connection. Each of these cold IO containment units are connected with a power bar below our raised floor. The perforated floor tiles between the racks allows fresh air to reach the GPUs. This is where the magic happens. These clusters are packed with GPUs who are being rented out through the IO.net platform, generating revenue while serving customers. This is what the physical infrastructure behind IO.net looks like. This is our battery backup room. These batteries are able to sustain our data center operations for at least 2 hours if there is an outage on the local grid. These battery systems are being charged by our own solar roof, which is providing enough energy to make our facility net neutral during summer. Thank you for watching, and see you at IO.net.
Hello, I'm Hashim, and I'm the managing partner of IO Ventures. IO Ventures is IONet's investment arm acting as a catalyst for propelling machine learning startups with on-demand GPU compute. AI startups spend more than 80% of their total capital raised on compute power, with even smaller projects burning over $500,000 per month. This is a substantial problem that is hampering the development of AI. And at IONet, we thought there must be a better way to solve this. Our proposition with IO Ventures is simple. Provide GPU compute power to startups in exchange for equity and token warrants to be shared with our GPU suppliers. This approach is much more economic for startups than traditional venture capital and transfers massive value back to our GPU suppliers. And as IONet decentralizes AI compute, IO Ventures aims to foster the IO economy through investing in the fastest growing AI and machine learning startups. And today, we present something even more audacious. Unlike traditional funds who rely on a handful of LPs, IO Ventures can access the entire IO network, unlocking $3.5 billion worth of compute power. This grassroots movement will connect the global supply of idle GPUs with visionary innovators, allowing them to unlock limitless potential while democratizing AI. Building on our ambitions, we're creating the IO Ventures Mega GPU Fund. Our focus is on decentralizing investment, extending our reach globally, and concentrating on projects that challenge the status quo, particularly those that share our vision to transform the industry. This is a call to action for the most daring minds in AI. Our ambitions are global, IO Ventures aims to connect with a diverse network of partners worldwide, including accelerators, research institutes, large enterprises, progressive public sector projects with machine learning startups, creating a supportive ecosystem for AI startups never seen before. Our interest spans across various sectors at the intersection of AI, from enhancing smart city capabilities to gaming, fintech, telecom, and all the way to advancing healthcare and well-being. What lies ahead for IO Ventures is both exciting and challenging. And as we move forward with the launch of our GPU fund, we seek meaningful collaborations with groundbreaking projects. And together, let's embark on this transformative journey. Thank you for being part of this momentous point in the AI industries. To know more, visit us at IO Ventures. Ahmed, I give the last word to you.
Today was amazing. We finally got to share with you what we have been working on. And as you all know, this is just our inception. A few months ago, IONET was a dream. Today, that dream is a reality, exploding faster than anyone could have imagined. Today, we announced the release of the IO Coin, the IO Cloud, the IO Worker, and most importantly, we introduced the Internet of GPUs, which will empower us all to build and create a better world with AI. We also showed you a sneak peek of the IOG Python framework, which is coming soon later this year. Join the revolution and visit io.net right now, and let's change this world together.